So that's a lot deeper in there and a lot bigger than I thought it was. We're gonna have to fill that with resin. So back over to the table. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a piece of black cherry from South Carolina. It has been drying on my shelf for 8 years, and I didn't know what to do with it. Wasn't positive. It's got all these cracks. It's gnarly. I've cleaned off the bark. There's still a little bit left. I'll probably have to get that off of there too. I'm not really sure how big this is. I'll be right back. Let me go find, oh, there's one. All right. It is about 10 3/4 inches, and this side stands 4 inches, and it goes down to 0 on this side. So I'm not sure what I want to do with this, but I'm starting to think. I was watching Batman Joker the other day, and I started thinking, hey, what if we did a green and purple bowl? I think that would look kind of neat, don't you? So let's go ahead and let's do it with this. So I made this little crown thing out of a Busch Light beer box, and you know what? I now have a reason why I drink. It's to get this cardboard. So let's get this on here. We're gonna put it in this little tray here, and this will help in case it spills. This is going to be a different kind of a pour, I think, because I can't put it into the... I don't know. Let me see if this will fit inside my pressure pot. I don't think it will, but let's see if it will. And if it will, I'm going to do this a little bit different. So, okay, I went and checked out my pressure pot. It's 12 inches. This will fit in there, but this won't. So I may have to cut this down a little bit, down to 10 inches on the bottom here. Oh, by the way, look at this gnarly bottom. It's unreal. Anyways, we may have to cut this down at an angle down to 10 inches so I can put it inside the 12-inch bucket and use the bucket to do it. So that'll solve our pressure problem. So let me go find a bucket that I can use, maybe one of those Lowe's or Home Depot buckets, and we'll start working from there. So over in the corner of my shop, by the garage door, there is a bucket. I haven't, this place is a disaster. I'm working on that a while back. I forgot all about that thing. It's just got something that got wood in there with a clock or something. I might have to do that. Anyways, I've got the bucket right here. Oh, there's a bug in there. Sorry, man. All right, let's get this thing cleaned out, and then I'm gonna probably cut it down, put this holder in the middle of it there, and just so we can drop this into the pressure pot. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'm not sure this is gonna work. I cut the top part off of the bucket, flipped this stuff around because the bottom was I just didn't want to get this thing too small. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this in here. All right, so it's in here, and you'll see it's open on the bottom. Let me shove this down. All right, so now that's flat there. So what I think I want to do, I want to put this on here and tape this up. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to leak everywhere, and I have a feeling it probably will. But I don't even know if I need this. I may just take some cardboard and tape it up and put it on here. Maybe that'll work. I do want to point out that I'm not allowed to cast babies in this bucket. It says right here. All right, so see if I can see it. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's really low over here. It goes down to the table. All right, so I think we're going to fill all this up. So this area over here will just be wood. We'll get the cracks and get it all over, see if we can do whatever we can. Put it inside the pressure pot, and it's going to suck up a lot of that resin, so we'll probably have to do another pour. So there will be a I forget what they're called. God, I haven't done this in so long. a scribe line, a witness line. That's it. That's what it's called. It's going to be around it. That's going to be okay. We're just going to move with this and see how this purple and green come together. I've got to find the right purple and the right green for this, and I don't think I have them. So we may use acrylic paint. So what we're going to do is we're going to let these sit and heat up to about 130. This is just going to set this so it doesn't get any leaks. I'd put a little bit in, then we'll put a bigger pour in the next time. All right, so I put the purple in here, green in here, and the purple is at about an 87. But look at the green. It's ready to pour already. So we got to get this poured or it'll harden up. All right, I got to get it into the pressure pot. All right, so the first pour is done, and it doesn't look that bad, but it is way from being full. So what we're going to have to do is do another pour right here of purple and green. We'll see if we can match these colors. If not, it won't be a big deal because it'll kind of have a witness line anyways. Now, before we dump this resin in here, we need to kind of scuff this up. It'll give it a better adheration. It'll adhere easier. How's that? Don't think there's adheration. I don't think that's a real word. But it sounds cool though, doesn't it? All right, there we go. It's all scuffed up. Probably take a little napkin here and get all the dust out. Woo! This stuff got 190 degrees. It started hardening up. Ah, crap. All right. As I thought, Leanne's all to blame for this. It's all her fault. See how it's all bubbled up and stuff? That's not going to work. We're still going to turn it, but we're not going to put any resin on top of this because that really screws it up. All air bubbly. So let's get this out of the mold, and then we'll turn this. I would have been really happy with this. This is not good. This is what happens when your wife bugs you while you're in the shop. And I'll tell you what, or your husband. I don't know who's on the other side of your shop, but mine's my wife. She calls me about appointments in the middle of doing resin. It heated up to 197, and that's not good. When it gets that hot, this is what happens. It bubbles up. All right, let's get this out. So you may be wondering what happened to the sound. Well, Ken was banging on this thing and his camera flipped over, fell over, and hit the ground. Now the microphone's busted and I don't have another one. Got to order another one. So enjoy the silent movie up until the sound comes back on. So that's a lot deeper in there and a lot bigger than I thought it was. We're going to have to fill that with resin. So back over to the table. At this point, I'm realizing the wood is still very unbalanced. And that's because the wood is extremely punky. Check out this photo. You can see the wood is extremely punky, and that just means it's very soft and porous. It'll take anything in. What I'm going to need to do is get some Starbond CA glue. This is thin, and I'm dousing the wood. And then I'm going to spray it, and it'll harden the wood up, and then we can continue from there. If you've never worked with resin, let me explain to you what's going on here. Resin, over time, cures, and as it cures, it gets really hard. And that's what's going on right here. It's like turning rock. So you may be wondering why it's rattling and rolling and all this stuff, because it's off balance. The resin is a lot harder and a lot heavier than the wood is. So it's gonna wobble and tumble and all that stuff. I'm just gonna keep going. It's all you can do. This piece of cherry had a lot of little holes and cracks in it. So what I'm doing is taking CA glue and filling in those holes and then spraying it with an activator to get it hard. It's inevitable in every project you're going to have to fill little small cracks and holes with CA glue, but you're also going to find punky areas like I did at the beginning. It's easy to fill those with thin CA glue and then spray them and harden it up. You can also use a wood hardener if you need to. Sometimes CA glue is just not enough to fill the larger void, so I throw some resin in there and use some of the aluminum tape. It sticks to the wood very well. See, it's at this point that you get a good idea what this is going to look like, and wow, not what I was expecting. Doesn't look bad, but it's not what I was going for sure. Now, I think this Obi Shine juice is about 4 months old, so I'm not sure how good this is going to work. But, might as well try it. Alright, so I'm looking at this, and this stuff ain't working good. It's just not coming. I hate these kind of bowls with this flat color to it. The Obi Shine juice does not work on them for me. I can see all the scratches and everything. So we're going to take this down, and we'll just use a urethane, polyurethane or something on it, and hopefully that'll look good. But I got to take it off. So it's finally done. This thing has been on my lathe since November. I'm totally sick of this thing. I had so many issues with it. I don't like it much. The colors didn't mix the way I thought they would. Yeah, just not too great. Didn't even look good from what I wanted it to look. You can see right here. It just didn't blend well, and you'll see it better on the end photos, but look at the wood. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. This black cherry is just amazing. It has such a figure in it, and it just looks amazing. But hey, yeah, it took a long time for me to get this done. Hey, I got a new job. I've told you guys that. I work from when time I get up until about 7, 8 o'clock at night. Still got to spend time with the family. It's hard to get stuff out. And I'm paying the price on YouTube as my views have plummeted. People are fleeing the channel, unsubscribing. So that's all right. That's all right. I am still working on doing some sales for my laser portion of the business. I'm selling laserable stuff like tumblers and coasters, and you guys see the reviews I do on those lasers because I'm doing stuff with them, and I'm actually able to sell that stuff. These bowls that I make haven't really been selling. I guess that, you know, when inflation's up and all the costs are up, you know, people tend to cut back on certain things, and this seems to be one of them, and that's fine. I understand that people got to feed their families and stuff like that. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to get some more videos out, try to get some more content for you guys. I've been trying to get some shorts out here and there. I've got a new video that I'm going to be working on, and this is it. Look at this burl. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? All right, guys, I appreciate you guys watching any of these videos. If you could just share the video or thumbs it up, or if you haven't subscribed and you thought about subscribing, now's the time. If you think I deserve it, I'm not going to beg you to subscribe. That's all right. But I do appreciate you watching, and that's the important thing. All right, guys, until next time, stay cool.